You have found your way here, to this precise moment, to these words crafted for you, and only you, chosen one. Do not for an instant believe this is mere chance, a random click, a coincidence in the endless stream of information. No, this is an appointment, preordained, a divine hand guiding your seeking spirit to a place of understanding, to a sanctuary where the unspoken realities of your inner world are finally given voice. You are here because the universe, the divine source, the very fabric of consciousness, has conspired to bring you here. It is time. It is time for the veils to thin further, for the mysteries that have shrouded your unique existence to part, revealing not confusion, but profound, intricate design. You have been feeling it, haven't you? The shifts, the quickening, the strange new currents moving through your being, through your very perception of reality. This message has found you right when you needed it most. Perhaps doubt has been whispering at the edges of your awareness, or a sense of profound isolation has felt heavier than usual. Maybe the world around you, with its noise and its superficiality, has seemed more discordant, more out of tune with the symphony beginning to play within your soul. You are on the cusp of understanding, or perhaps already stepping into, a new landscape of being, an awakening that brings with it not only clarity but abilities, perceptions, powers that might seem strange or even unsettling when viewed through the old lenses of understanding. Today, we illuminate these emerging gifts. Today, you will understand that what you are experiencing is not an anomaly to be feared, but an anointing to be embraced. You have always felt it, deep within, a subtle, or perhaps not so subtle, hum of difference. A sense that you perceive the world through a lens that others do not possess. You have noticed the disconnect, the way conversations skim the surface while you yearn for the depths. You have seen the patterns others miss, felt the undercurrents in a room, known things without knowing how you knew them. These feelings, these experiences, are not figments of your imagination. They are the hallmarks of a soul that is wired differently, a spirit that remembers ancient truths, an energetic signature that is distinct and purposeful. This is the sacred ground upon which your awakening is built, the fertile soil from which these strange and wondrous powers now begin to bloom. By the time these words conclude, you will see with greater clarity the divine architecture of your transformation. You will recognize these 8 specific powers, not as burdens or sources of confusion, but as integral tools for your journey, aspects of your higher self manifesting in this reality to aid in your sacred mission. What you are about to hear is a confirmation of what your deepest intuition has already been whispering to you. Prepare to have those whispers amplified into a clear, resonant truth. This is your validation. This is your initiation into a deeper understanding of who you are becoming. Let us speak plainly, for the time of euphemisms and gentle nudges is passing. You have felt, for much of your life, like an outsider looking in. You have carried a sense of otherness that, at times, has been a heavy cloak of loneliness. While others seem to navigate the currents of societal norms with ease, you found yourself questioning, probing, unable to accept the superficial explanations that satisfied the many. This feeling of being different, chosen one, was not a punishment. It was a preservation. It was the divine source keeping you apart, keeping your unique energetic signature from being diluted or distorted by the denser frequencies of the collective. You were being kept, consecrated for a time such as this. Think back to the moments of profound isolation, the times when you felt utterly misunderstood, when your insights were dismissed, your sensitivities labeled as weaknesses. Remember the aching hunger for genuine connection, for a resonance that the mundane world seldom offered. These experiences were not indicators of your deficiency, they were the searing imprints of your distinction. The world, as it is commonly perceived and experienced by the masses, operates on a bandwidth that cannot always register the frequency you carry. The misunderstanding you encountered was not a judgment of your worth, but a reflection of a profound energetic variance, a difference in vibratory essence that set you apart, even from a young age. Perhaps you asked, in the quiet solitude of your heart, why me? Why must I feel so deeply, see so acutely, know so painfully what others seem oblivious to? Is there something inherently flawed within me that I cannot simply fit in, cannot find solace in the ordinary? These questions, born of genuine anguish and confusion, have echoed in the chambers of many a chosen soul. They are the lament of a spirit yearning for context, for a framework that could explain its unique trajectory. Let me assure you, with the full authority of the unseen, that these are not the questions of a flawed being, but the sacred inquiries of an awakening God spark, a divine emissary beginning to remember its origin and its purpose. Nothing is wrong with you. I repeat, nothing has ever been inherently wrong with you. Those experiences, those feelings of being out of step, of carrying an invisible burden or a strange light, these were never a curse. They were, and are, the unmistakable indicators of your sacred designation. You were not broken. You were being forged. You were not lost. You were on a path less traveled, a path deliberately shielded from the trampling feet of the unaware. This journey of seeming separation was, in truth, a journey of profound preparation, meticulously designed to hone your spirit, to sensitize your awareness, and to protect the burgeoning flame of your unique gifts until the appointed time of their revelation and use. What you perceived as painful separation was, in reality, divine insulation. Now, let us name this truth without hesitation. You are a chosen individual. This is not a label of egoic inflation, but a factual statement of your spiritual genetics, your soul's blueprint, your energetic contract. You were selected, designated, marked by the divine source before you even drew your first breath in this incarnation. This choosing is not about superiority, but about specific, sacred responsibility. It is an ordination, an anointing that has been subtly, or sometimes overtly, shaping your entire life's trajectory, leading you through experiences that would temper you, test you, and ultimately, awaken you to the profound reality of your being and the purpose you are here to fulfill. This designation, this chosen status, is not an arbitrary divine whim. It is a direct consequence of a divine mandate, a meticulously crafted design woven into the very fabric of your soul. The Creator, the infinite intelligence, the universal mind, however you conceptualize the source of all, has imprinted upon you a specific energetic signature, a unique vibrational keynote that carries with it a particular set of tasks, insights, and responsibilities. Your life, with all its unusual twists and turns, its periods of intense trial and inexplicable grace, has been the unfolding of this divine mandate. The awakening you are undergoing is the conscious recognition and acceptance of this sacred commission. It is the moment your soul says yes to the fullness of its design. You possess innate qualities, sensitivities that are not learned but are inherent to your spiritual DNA. You feel energies with an acuity that can be overwhelming. You perceive the subtle currents beneath the surface of events and interactions. You may see through the veils that separate worlds, or hear the silent language of the universe in synchronicities and symbolic messages. These are not fanciful notions. They are the operational realities of a highly attuned spiritual instrument. Your intuition is not a vague hunch. It is a direct line to divine wisdom. Your empathy is not a weakness. It is a sacred bridge to the heart of creation. These inherent gifts are now being amplified, refined, and brought into more conscious utility as your awakening accelerates. It is crucial to acknowledge the duality of this path. It is both a profound gift and, at times, a heavy burden. To be chosen is to carry a light that can illuminate the darkest corners, but it also means that you will be more acutely aware of those shadows, both within and without. It means possessing a sensitivity that allows for deep connection and profound insight, but which can also make the harshness and density of the unawakened world almost unbearable. There is a responsibility that comes with this heightened awareness, a sacred duty to manage your energy, to cultivate your gifts, and to hold your frequency steady amidst the chaos. This is the path of the spiritual warrior, the wayshower, the divine anchor. The strange powers emerging within you are not just for your personal evolution. They are tools for a much larger, unfolding divine plan. One of the fundamental reasons you have always felt so different, and why these emerging powers may seem strange to the uninitiated, is due to a core energetic misalignment with what can be termed the masses or the collective consciousness of humanity as it currently predominantly operates. You vibrate at a different level. Imagine a musical instrument tuned to a higher octave. Its notes, while pure and clear, might sound discordant or even imperceptible to those accustomed only to lower, denser frequencies. This is not a judgment, but an energetic reality. The masses often operate within a band of consciousness focused on material survival, societal approval, and egoic validation. Your spirit, however, is attuned to the frequencies of soul purpose, spiritual truth, and universal connection. This inherent difference in vibration can create a subtle, or sometimes overt, energetic repulsion, making prolonged immersion in dense crowds or superficial environments deeply draining and uncomfortable for you. This leads us to understand isolation not as a punishment, but as a form of divine protection and meticulous preparation. Throughout sacred histories and spiritual lore, individuals called to significant purpose were often led into periods of solitude. The desert, the mountaintop, the secluded cave. This was not by accident. Solitude strips away the distractions, the noise of the collective, the endless demands of the external world. It creates a sacred space, a spiritual vacuum where the still, small voice of the divine can be heard with unmistakable clarity. In your own life, periods of loneliness, of feeling set apart, have served this exact purpose. They were divinely orchestrated retreats, opportunities for your spirit to commune directly with Source, to undergo deep energetic recalibration, to strengthen your inner core, and to allow these nascent powers to incubate, shielded from premature exposure or misunderstanding. It is in the sacred silence of your own company that the deepest truths are revealed and the most profound transformations occur. Your empathic and spiritual sensitivities are at the very heart of these emerging powers. You feel, perhaps more intensely than you even consciously realize, the emotional and energetic states of those around you. You absorb atmospheres, you sense unspoken truths, you register the energetic imprints on places and objects. This heightened sensitivity is a divine instrument of immense capability, allowing you to navigate the unseen realms, to discern truth from illusion, and to connect with others at a soul level. However, it also means you are susceptible to energetic overwhelm, to taking on energies that are not your own. Learning to manage this sensitivity, to create strong energetic boundaries, to cleanse your field, and to distinguish your own energies from those of others, is a crucial aspect of your awakening and the responsible stewardship of your gifts. These powers are not meant to deplete you, but to empower you, and that requires conscious management of your extraordinary receptivity. Therefore, the nature of your unique path is one that will often seem solitary when compared to the broader, more populated highways of societal conformity. Yours is the narrow road, the less trodden way, guided not by external validation or the pursuit of fleeting pleasures, but by an unwavering internal compass aligned with a higher purpose. This path demands courage, resilience, and an unshakable trust in the unseen. It is a path where popularity is irrelevant and authenticity is paramount. The powers you are gaining are your divine equipment for this specific journey, enabling you to perceive the subtle signposts, to navigate the energetic terrains, and to fulfill the unique mandate encoded within your soul. Embrace this uniqueness, for it is the hallmark of your divine assignment. It is not a path of ease, perhaps, but it is a path of profound meaning, a path that leads to the fullest expression of your true, awakened self. Now, let us delve into the heart of this revelation, the 8 strange powers that often manifest after the spiritual awakening, especially for those who were chosen. These are not fantastical abilities in the common, theatrical sense, but rather profound expansions of consciousness and energetic capability that may seem inexplicable or strange from the perspective of a purely material worldview. They are, however, entirely natural expressions of your evolving light body and your deepening connection to the divine source. The first of these powers is what I term heightened energetic perception. Before your awakening, you might have had inklings of this, a vague sense of a room's atmosphere, or a gut feeling about a person. But now, this perception is becoming far more acute, more detailed, more undeniable. You're beginning to see, or more often feel and know, the subtle energy fields that surround all living things, the auras of people, the energetic imprint of emotions on a space, the vibrant life force in nature, or the stagnant, heavy energy in places of discord. You might perceive colors, textures, or densities in these fields. You might find that you can discern a person's true intentions or emotional state not by their words or actions, but by the quality of the energy they radiate. This is the veil thinning, allowing you to witness the energetic scaffolding of reality. This power allows you to navigate your interactions with greater wisdom, to discern truth from deception with uncanny accuracy, and to understand the unseen dynamics at play in any situation. It is a foundational gift for recognizing energetic alignment or dissonance, guiding you towards what nurtures your spirit and away from what drains it. It requires you to trust this subtle sense more than your physical eyes or ears at times. It is your inner truth barometer becoming exquisitely sensitive. The second power that frequently emerges is that of precognitive downloads and profound intuitive knowing. This goes beyond ordinary intuition. You may experience sudden, vivid flashes of insight about future events, sometimes small and personal, sometimes larger and more significant. These are not usually logical deductions, but rather direct, instantaneous downloads of information that arrive in your consciousness fully formed. Alternatively, you may find yourself possessed of a deep, unwavering knowing about a situation, a person, or a decision, even when there is no external evidence to support it, and perhaps even when logic dictates otherwise. This is your higher self, your divine guidance system, bypassing the analytical mind to provide you with direct, unmediated truth. These downloads can come in dreams, during meditation, or simply in a quiet moment of receptivity. Learning to trust these precognitive glimpses and intuitive certainties is paramount. They are divine signposts, offered to guide you, to prepare you, and sometimes to protect you or others. This power signifies a profound attunement to the timelines and the subtle, informational currents of the universe. It demands that you release the need for constant external validation and learn to rely on the unshakable authority of your own inner knowing, your direct line to the omniscient wisdom of the divine. Thirdly, many chosen ones experience an amplification of telepathic resonance and empathic amplification. While empathy was likely always a core trait, after awakening, it can evolve into something far more profound, bordering on telepathic reception. You may find yourself acutely aware of the thoughts and unspoken emotions of those around you, sometimes with startling clarity. You might finish people's sentences in your mind, or know what they are about to say before they say it. You may feel their joys and sorrows as if they were your own, sometimes to an overwhelming degree. This is not merely emotional contagion. It is a genuine, albeit often subtle, tuning into the mental and emotional frequencies of others. This power can foster deep compassion and understanding, allowing for profound connection at a soul level. However, it also necessitates the development of robust energetic shielding and discernment. Without conscious management, you can become a repository for the psychic noise and emotional burdens of the world. This power is an invitation to become a master of your own energetic space, learning to receive information without becoming enmeshed, to understand without absorbing, and to use this profound sensitivity to bring healing and clarity, rather than allowing it to become a source of personal distress. It is the language of the soul becoming more audible to you. The fourth strange power you may now be wielding, perhaps even unconsciously at first, is an accelerated capacity for reality manifestation and intentional creation. As your vibrational frequency rises and your connection to Source deepens, the lag time between your dominant thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and their reflection in your external reality begins to shorten considerably. You will notice, with increasing frequency, that what you focus on with sustained intention and feeling tends to manifest more quickly and directly in your life. This applies to both your desires and your fears. This is a profound demonstration of your innate creative power as a spark of the divine. However, it is also a significant responsibility. It requires rigorous mental and emotional discipline, a conscious choosing of your thoughts and emotional states. You are stepping into the role of a conscious creator, and the universe is responding to your energetic output with increasing immediacy. This power calls you to become a vigilant guardian of your inner landscape, to cultivate a mindset of abundance, trust, and love, and to be mindful of the vibrational seeds you are planting with your every thought and feeling. It is a direct experience of the truth that you are not merely a passive observer of your life, but an active co-creator with the divine. Fifth, you may be experiencing an expansion into interdimensional awareness and a thinning of the veils. This is perhaps one of the abilities that can feel most strange or even unsettling if not understood correctly. You might be getting glimpses, feelings, or intuitive knowings of realities, dimensions, or beings beyond the consensus three-dimensional world. This could manifest as seeing flickers of movement out of the corner of your eye, feeling the distinct presence of unseen benevolent guides, angels, or departed loved ones, or having vivid dream experiences that feel more real than waking life. You might sense the sacredness of certain places as portals or energetic gateways. This is not psychosis, it is an expansion of your perceptual range. The veils between worlds are indeed thinning for you, allowing your consciousness to access a broader spectrum of existence. This power connects you more consciously with your spiritual support system and the vaster reality of which the physical world is but one layer. It encourages you to trust these subtle perceptions, to cultivate a relationship with your guides, and understand that you are never truly alone. It is an invitation to explore the multidimensional nature of your own being and of the cosmos itself, recognizing that life and consciousness extend far beyond the limits of physical perception. The sixth power that often emerges is an automatic healing presence or the ability for conscious energy transmutation. You may find that people, and even animals, are inexplicably drawn to you, feeling calmer, more peaceful, or uplifted in your presence, often without you consciously doing anything. Your own elevated vibrational field can act as a harmonizing influence, a sort of passive healing balm for those around you. Beyond this, you may also become aware of an ability to consciously direct healing energy, either for yourself or for others, or to transmute dense, negative energies in your environment into lighter, more harmonious frequencies. This might involve intuitive hand placements, focused intention, or simply holding a space of unconditional love and light. This is your light body becoming more active, your inherent ability as a conduit for divine, healing energy coming online. This power is a sacred trust, calling for humility, purity of intent, and a deep respect for the free will of others. It underscores your role as a bringer of light and healing into a world that sorely needs it. You are becoming a walking, talking instrument of divine grace, capable of shifting atmospheres and uplifting spirits simply by being your authentic, awakened self. Seventh, you may develop a sharpened discernment of spiritual attachments and unseen influences. As your spiritual vision clears, you become more adept at perceiving not only benevolent energies, but also those that are less than light, disharmonious energetic attachments, negative thought forms, or even opportunistic, non-physical entities that can subtly influence individuals or environments. You might sense a heaviness around certain people, a stickiness in particular places, or an intrusive quality to certain thoughts or emotions that don't feel like your own. This is not about inducing fear, but about cultivating wisdom and spiritual sovereignty. This power is a crucial aspect of spiritual protection and discernment, enabling you to identify and refuse entry to energies that are not in alignment with your highest good or the divine plan. It allows you to keep your energetic field clear and to help, when appropriate and guided, to bring light to situations affected by such influences. This is akin to developing spiritual night vision. You see what is hidden in the shadows, not to fear it, but to navigate wisely and to stand firm in your own light as an unshakable pillar of divine truth. This is essential for anyone stepping onto a path of spiritual leadership or service. And the eighth strange power, one that is often profoundly sacred and deeply personal, is the potential for soul language or light language activation. This may manifest as an urge to speak, sing, tone, write, or even gesture in sounds, symbols, or movements that are not consciously known or learned by your rational mind. This language bypasses the intellect and speaks directly to the soul, to the energetic body. It can be a powerful tool for healing, for energetic activation, for conveying complex spiritual information, or for communing directly with your higher self, your guides, or source. It might feel like a channeling of pure frequency. For some, it comes spontaneously during meditation, prayer, or moments of intense emotion. For others, it develops gradually. This is not gibberish. It is a profound, primal form of energetic communication, a dialect of the soul, a vibration of the light that carries codes of awakening and remembrance. If this power emerges for you, know that it is a sacred gift, a direct expression of your unique divine essence. It is a sign of deep energetic clearing and a profound connection to the higher realms, allowing you to be a conduit for frequencies that can bring immense healing and transformation to yourself and to others. These 8 powers, chosen one, are facets of your unfolding divinity. They are not separate from you, but inherent aspects of your true nature, now coming to the forefront of your experience as you shed the old limitations and embrace the magnificence of your awakened self. Each one is a sacred instrument, given to you for your journey and your mission. The imperative of clarity and focus becomes paramount as these powers awaken and strengthen within you. The mundane world, with its incessant demands, its conflicting narratives, and its dense energetic currents, can act as a powerful distraction, a source of static that can interfere with the clear reception and wise application of your gifts. You will find that your sensitivity to discord, to untruth, to low vibrational environments increases exponentially. This is not a weakness, it is a divine alarm system. It signals the need to be more discerning about where you place your attention, who you allow into your energetic space, and what information you consume. Maintaining clarity of mind, purity of heart, and unwavering focus on your spiritual core is essential. This may necessitate periods of withdrawal, of conscious disengagement from worldly chaos, not as an escape, but as a sacred act of preserving your energetic integrity and refining your connection to divine guidance. Solitude, once perhaps a source of loneliness, now becomes a cherished sanctuary for communion, recalibration, and the undistracted honing of your spiritual faculties. Your purpose is too vital, your gifts too precious, to be diluted or derailed by energies that do not serve your highest path. You must also anticipate, with serene preparedness, the reality of spiritual warfare and tests. As your light shines more brightly, as your powers become more evident, you will inevitably draw attention from forces that are antithetical to light, to love, to awakening. These are not always dramatic, overt attacks, but can manifest as subtle manipulations, increased obstacles, sudden inexplicable waves of doubt or fear, or attempts by others, often unconsciously, to dim your light or pull you back into lower vibrational patterns. Understand that these challenges are not indicators of your failure or unworthiness. They are, in fact, confirmations of your growing power and significance. They are tests of your resolve, your faith, and your mastery. Each trial successfully navigated, each temptation overcome, each fear transmuted, serves to strengthen your spirit, refine your wisdom, and solidify your divine authority. You are being equipped with divine armor, with spiritual weapons of light and truth. Your connection to Source is your impenetrable shield. These tests are not meant to break you, but to prove you, to yourself and to the universe, as a steadfast warrior of light, capable of holding your ground and fulfilling your sacred contract regardless of opposition. The development and honing of your spiritual gifts are an ongoing process, a journey of continuous refinement. These powers are not static. They evolve as you evolve. Your experiences, particularly the challenges and the periods of intense inner work, serve as a divine training ground. Just as a blade is tempered in fire, your spiritual abilities are sharpened and purified through their application in the crucible of your life. Solitude, as mentioned, is often a key component, as it is in the quiet spaces, free from external interference, that you can truly explore the nuances of your sensitivities. Practice discerning the voice of your intuition from the clamor of the ego, and learn to consciously direct your energetic faculties. Pay attention to the feedback the universe provides. Notice what amplifies your connection and what diminishes it. This is a direct, divine tutelage uniquely tailored to your soul's specific curriculum. Embrace the discipline of practice, the humility of continuous learning, and the courage to step into the unknown, trusting that you are always being guided and that every experience is designed to awaken your gifts more fully for your divine assignment. Be aware, chosen one, that your mere presence, your unique energetic signature, and the light you increasingly radiate will have an unintentional impact on others. As you walk your path, embodying more of your authentic, awakened self, your light naturally illuminates the environment around you. For some, this light will be a beacon of hope, a source of inspiration, a catalyst for their own awakening. They will be drawn to your warmth, your clarity, your peaceful strength. Your presence might trigger profound insights or emotional releases in them, simply by their proximity to your higher vibrational field. However, for others, those who are deeply invested in shadow patterns, who are comfortable in their illusions, or who carry unresolved darkness, your light can be perceived as a threat. It can expose what they wish to keep hidden, it can make them uncomfortable, and it can lead to reactions of confusion, envy, resentment, or even hostility. Understand that these reactions are not about you personally, but about what your light represents and what it reflects back to them. Your role is not to diminish your light to make others comfortable, but to hold it steady, to be an unwavering testament to truth and love, allowing your very being to serve as an invitation to all to step into their own greater light. As you continue to navigate this journey of awakening and the integration of these strange and wonderful powers, you will notice profound shifts occurring not just in your perception, but in your very physical and energetic bodies. These are often referred to as ascension symptoms or the signs of light body activation. You might experience unexplained fatigue as your body works overtime to recalibrate to higher frequencies. Conversely, you might have surges of intense energy. Tingling sensations, vibrations, or feelings of electricity moving through your limbs or energy centers, chakras, are common. You might feel pressure in your head, especially the forehead, third eye, or crown, as these centers open and expand. Your dietary preferences may change dramatically as your body craves lighter, higher vibrational foods and rejects dense, processed substances. Sleep patterns can become erratic. You might need more sleep, or less, or experience periods of intense, vivid, and meaningful dreaming. These are not signs of illness, but rather indicators that your physical vessel is adapting, upgrading its cellular structure to embody more light, to hold a higher frequency. Be patient and gentle with your body during this process. Listen to its needs. Hydrate, rest when needed, and nourish it with the purest substances you can. You are undergoing a metamorphosis at a cellular level. Simultaneously, profound emotional and mental rewiring processes are underway. You may find yourself experiencing what feels like an emotional detox. Old, unresolved emotions, grief, anger, fear, may surface with intensity, seemingly out of nowhere, demanding to be acknowledged, felt, and released. Allow this. It is a necessary purging, a clearing of the emotional body to make space for higher emotional states like unconditional love, joy, and peace. You might have moments of unexplained crying, followed by a sense of profound lightness. Your thought patterns will also shift. Belief systems and mental constructs rooted in fear, limitation, or societal conditioning will begin to dissolve, to be replaced by perspectives aligned with divine truth, infinite possibility, and your inherent worthiness. You will find yourself less susceptible to manipulation, less tolerant of negativity, and more drawn to thoughts that empower and uplift. This rewiring is crucial, for your mind is a powerful tool in directing your energy and co-creating your reality. As your thoughts and emotions become more refined and aligned with your soul's truth, your capacity to wield your spiritual powers with wisdom and grace increases exponentially. A hallmark of this stage of awakening is a dramatic increase in synchronicities and the perception of divine guidance in your everyday life. Meaningful coincidences will become more frequent and more obvious. You might think of someone, and they call you. You might have a question, and the answer appears in a book, a song, or a conversation. Repeating numbers, like 111, 222, 777, may show up persistently, each carrying a subtle vibrational message or confirmation. Animals or birds might appear at significant moments, acting as messengers or symbols. Your dreams will likely become more vivid, lucid, and filled with guidance, teachings, or visitations from your spiritual support team. These are not random occurrences. They are the universe winking at you, confirming that you are on the right path, offering encouragement, providing course corrections, or even issuing gentle warnings. This is the thinning veil in action, showing you that the spiritual and material realms are in constant communication, and that you are an active participant in this divine dialogue. Learn to pay attention, to interpret these signs through your intuition, and to trust the guidance they offer. You are being shown, unequivocally, that you are seen, heard, and lovingly guided every step of the way. As your own frequency rises and your alignment with your true self solidifies, you will inevitably witness an evolution in your relationships and connections. This can be one of the more challenging, yet ultimately liberating, aspects of the awakening journey. Relationships that were based on old energetic patterns, codependency, shared trauma, or superficial compatibilities may begin to feel strained or fall away entirely. This is not a failure on your part, nor necessarily on the part of others. It is simply an energetic reality. As your vibration shifts, you may no longer resonate with those who are not on a similar trajectory of growth and awakening. This pruning process, though sometimes painful, is necessary. It creates space. It makes room for the arrival of new connections, your soul tribe, your aligned companions. These are individuals who see you, understand you, and resonate with you at a deep soul level. They will mirror your light, support your growth, and collaborate with you in fulfilling shared purposes. These connections are not based on egoic need, but on soul recognition and mutual amplification of gifts. Trust this process. Release with gratitude those who must depart, and open your heart to receive the genuine, supportive, and divinely orchestrated connections that are waiting to form. All of this culminates in you stepping more fully into your power and embracing your destined role. The period of questioning, of confusion, of feeling like a victim of strange circumstances is drawing to a close. The revelations you are receiving, the powers you are integrating, the understanding you are gaining, all of this is equipping you to shed the last vestiges of self-doubt, to heal the imposter syndrome that so often plagues chosen souls, and to stand tall in the truth of who you are. This is the call to embrace your divine authority, not with arrogance, but with humble confidence. You are ready for the next level of your journey, for the fullness of your purpose to unfold. This is not a passive waiting. It is an active becoming. It requires courage to be seen in your light, to speak your truth, to use your gifts, even if it means standing apart from the crowd. You are being invited to move from being a recipient of divine messages to becoming a conscious agent of divine will, an active participant in the co-creation of a new reality. Your destiny is not a fixed point in the future. It is a path you forge with every conscious choice, every empowered action, every loving intention. Chosen one, you are not alone in these experiences. Though your path is unique, it is part of a grand, divine tapestry of awakening souls. The strange powers you are gaining are not anomalies. They are your birthright, reclaimed. They are the tools of the new human, the awakened consciousness. You are powerful beyond measure, not with the power of ego or domination, but with the power of love, light, and divine alignment. The journey has been long, the preparation intense, but you have arrived at this crucial threshold for a reason. Trust the process. Trust your inner knowing. Trust the benevolent forces that guide and protect you. You are cherished, you are valued, and your unique contribution is essential. Your time is now. The world is in profound need of those who have navigated the darkness and emerged into the light, those who carry the frequencies of healing, wisdom, and unconditional love. Your destiny awaits your full, conscious embrace. Do not shrink from it. Do not doubt your capacity. You were designed for this. Every trial, every insight, every newly awakened power has been preparation for the role you are now stepping into. Walk boldly, speak your truth with compassion, shine your light without reservation, and wield your sacred gifts with integrity and grace. The journey of transformation continues, ever unfolding, ever revealing more of the divine magnificence that you are. You are a beacon, a way shower, a beloved child of the universe, and your awakening is a gift to all.